If you want to learn to shallow the golf club, you got to understand the club's center of mass, right? Which is the point at where if you balance the club on your finger, on one finger, it's going to be where it stays nice and flat. So where I'm holding the club at right now is this 7-irons club center of mass. Now, why this is important is that throughout the golf swing, this center of mass can dramatically change how the club plane is going to be, flattened or steepened throughout, depending on the position that it's in throughout the golf swing. So let's imagine that this metal circle is the force that my hands are applying to the club as they go down to the golf ball. All right, and every athletic reaction, to hitting something, to hitting a golf ball, is to pull your hands to it. So this is nothing crazy. This is just a natural athletic response to pull your hands down to the ball. All right. So again, this metal circle is the force plane that my hands are going to be applying to the club. Now, stick with me. The club center of mass right here. If we take this club back and the club center of mass is below the force line that you're going to apply to the club, as you go to pull down and start your swing, that club is going to work itself, it's going to balance itself out and get back on the force line. Now this movement is a steepener, right? If the center of mass is below the force line, as you go to pull down, that club is going to get steep on the way down, and then you're going to be left with trying to manipulate the club to get it back, in order to hit the golf ball. Not saying you can't hit the golf ball, but if you want to have a little bit more of a passive club place and a little bit more rotation through impact, it's a lot easier to do that whenever the club center of mass is working a little bit more with you. Okay, so vice versa, somebody extreme example like Matthew Wolff, who gets the club center of mass really high and super far away from the force line, as he goes to pull his hands down towards the golf ball, you can see how the club will balance itself out and realign with the force that you are applying to the grip. Okay, so understanding the club's center of mass and the force line of your hands will help you balance out your club. Again, if you're too far underneath, as you go to pull down, it's going to steepen, and if you want to shallow it, then it's a lot easier if you get that club center of mass a little bit higher than your hand force line. Okay, so get it up here, and as you go to pull your hands down, that club will flatten out and get closer to that plane.